The morning after the Festival of Bridges, the sea shimmered like it was smiling. Sunlight danced through the water, painting everything in gold and blue. Marina swam slowly past her coral home, waving to her dolphin friends, who still sang cheerful songs from last night's celebration. Inside her cozy cove, she unpacked her little satchel and froze. There, tucked between her seashell comb and her favorite pearl hairpin, was a tiny shell she didn't remember taking. It glowed softly, like it was alive. Curious, Marina held it to her ear. "Help me," whispered a faint voice. Marina gasped, nearly dropping it. "Who's there?" she asked, but the only answer was a soft, trembling echo. "Please, listen." She swam straight to her grandmother's coral nook, heart fluttering like a fish's fin. "Grandma, this shell is whispering to me." Her grandmother's eyes twinkled kindly. "Ah, my dear, you found her. Whispering pearl. They appear when the ocean wants to, share something important. But to understand, you must truly listen not just with your ears, but with your heart." Marina nodded, holding the glowing shell close. "Then I'll listen until I understand." The next morning, Marina packed a small pouch with seaweed snacks, her pearl lantern, and the whispering pearl wrapped in kelp silk. The water beyond her home grew darker, quieter, the kind of quiet that hums with secrets. Jellyfish drifted by like slow, sleepy stars. The pearl pulsed gently in her hand, guiding her forward. "Where are you taking me?" Marina whispered, but the only answer was a low hum from a canyon shaped like a smile. The sound made her heart ache in a way she didn't quite understand. Inside the canyon, the sound grew louder, like a slow heartbeat. Thrum, thrum. Marina followed the sound until she saw it. A giant clam wedged between two heavy rocks, its shell dull and cracked. "Oh no," she gasped. "You're stuck." She tried pulling the rocks away, but they wouldn't budge. The clam's faint whisper reached her through the water. "Can't breathe." Marina pressed her hand against the shell. "Don't worry," she said softly. "You're not alone. I'll get help." The pearl flickered brighter, as if cheering her on. Marina raced back through the reef, calling for her friends. Soon Pip the seahorse, Coral the crab, and Luna the dolphin arrived. "He's trapped," Marina explained. "Then let's untrap him," said Coral, puffing his chest. Together they pushed, pulled, and even used bubbles to loosen the rocks. 1, 2, 3, push. Luna clicked. With one last shove, the rock slid free. The clam opened wide, releasing a sigh so deep it stirred the sand. "Thank you, kind ones," said the clam's deep, slow voice. "My song was caught inside. You set it free." Marina smiled. "We just listened." The clam opened wider, and from within floated a glowing pearl, just like the one Marina carried, only brighter. "This belongs to you," the clam said softly. "You listened when others could not." Marina held the pearl carefully. Inside its light she saw small, shimmering memories. Dolphins leaping, coral swaying, rain touching the waves above. "It's like the ocean's heart," she whispered. Grandma's words echoed gently in her mind. The sea only speaks clearly to those who truly listen. The pearl pulsed once more as if it agreed. Just as Marina turned to leave, the water trembled. A dark current rushed through the canyon, swirling sand into spirals. "A storm," shouted Pip. Marina grabbed the glowing pearl tightly as the waves spun her around. "Hold on," cried Luna the dolphin. The current roared, tugging at her hair and tail, but through the chaos, the pearl glowed steadily, a golden heartbeat in the dark. Marina closed her eyes and matched her breathing to its rhythm. Slowly, the current began to calm. "The sea isn't angry," she murmured. "It's scared." When the storm faded, the ocean grew quiet again, the kind of quiet that hums softly with life. Marina floated still and listened. She could hear the gentle click of coral, the flutter of tiny fish, and even the faraway patter of rain on the surface. "Every sound belongs to the same song," she said softly. She helped a lost shrimp find its burrow and tucked seaweed over a frightened crab. With each act of care, the whispering pearl glowed warmer, and the sea itself seemed to breathe easier. By sunset, Marina reached the bridge where the sea met the shore. There, waiting for her, were her grandmother and the Sea King, smiling proudly. "You brought peace back to the waters," her father said, his deep voice as calm as the tide. Marina placed the pearl on the coral bridge, where the light of the sea and the light of the sun met and danced together. "It doesn't just whisper," she said softly. "It reminds us that every creature, every sound, every wave belongs to the same song." The pearl glowed once more, sending ripples of golden light across the water. That night, the ocean sang a new song, gentle, warm, and full of peace. Marina rested in her coral bed, the whispering pearl glowing beside her like a tiny moon. Jellyfish drifted above her, glowing softly like floating dreams. "Good night, little voices," she whispered. "I hear you." The pearl flickered one last time before settling into a calm, steady glow. And the sea, in its own quiet way, whispered back, a lullaby only those who truly listen can hear.